So this is my current gaming PC, and don't get me wrong, I do love it, and I only got this case 3 months ago, but there's a problem. I'm already bored of looking at it. Now over the last 6 months I have built so many fish tank style PCs, and I get why people love them. Aesthetically they look so good, but I've got bored of mine, and I seen a case that was rather unique and that I thought would look amazing in my setup. So in this video we will be rebuilding our PC into a new case. So let's get on with the video. So the case we've gone for is the Jonsbo D31 mesh screen, which is a micro ATX case, and what's unique about it is the 8-inch screen at the front of the case. I'm sure there's a few other cases out there with this design, but as soon as I seen it I loved it and decided to purchase it. So enough waffling, I'll be rolling some highlights of us taking everything out of our old case and putting it into the new one. Alright guys, so it's time to put our PC into the new case, and I will just talk about this case for a second. Obviously, as I mentioned in the intro, it's got the 8-inch screen as well at the front, which is removable. You could take that off and put it on your desk. How it works is there's a cable, there's a mini HDMI port, and it comes from there, and then it routes through all down here, and this would plug into your graphics card. So obviously you'd need to make sure you've got a graphics card that has multiple connectors. Obviously if you're buying a £130 case like this, you probably have got a decent PC, and it's also got a USB cable that will power it as well. So it will take up one HDMI slot in your graphics card and one USB port on your motherboard. Alright guys, so we've run into our first problem with this case, and I will show you now. Pretty much you have only space for one 120mm fan, but if you see here, when I put the fan in, you can see the screw hole, but it won't quite reach, and that's because this power supply is a fairly large sized power supply. So none of the screw holes will line up. You can see the bottom one there just trying to peek through, and I can't move the power supply any higher. It's in the highest position. So what this actually means is the only way around this to actually properly mount this fan would be for me to get a ITX power supply. Alright guys, it's SpecBench from the future. So I just wanted to correct myself here, and it's not that you have to use an ITX power supply. That would work if you bought the appropriate like adapter for the screw holes. But what it is that different ATX power supplies just are different size. Now the one I was using here was a Be Quiet unit, and I actually ended up having to use my other Be Quiet power supply. The one that was in originally was non-modular, but the one we switched out to was fully modular, which meant we could take cables out. And that's what we ended up having to do, because the only thing I will say, and I think I'll mention it later in the video, was the biggest downside to this case was a lack of cable management. So when I initially built this PC, I used a non-modular power supply, and I had so many different SATA and different cables that I didn't need just hanging everywhere, and this case is not suited for that. So we did end up switching to another Be Quiet one, and that was actually even longer. But we do resolve this issue anyway, and I'll show you as the video goes on. So yeah, to make the front fan fit, we use these double-sided sticky pads, and it honestly done a great job. Now, the reason I was really worried about this at the start was because I just completely forgot that I had space for 3 fans at the bottom, which I was originally going to put in as intake anyway, but I did want to put another one in anyway, so this worked out fine. So this is how the PC turned out. Overall, I'm very happy with it, and I think it looks insane. Now, of course, we run into some issues with the power supply and the front fan, and another issue I didn't mention was the rear panel actually isn't held in by screws, it's just clicked into place. And because of this and the poor cable management, all the cables were trying to push the rear cover off, and it took me ages to get them so that it would just sit into place properly. But either way, I'm very happy with this PC and how it turned out. And let me know in the comments what kind of case you prefer. The only other thing I think I would have done differently now is that I wouldn't actually have the front fan being RGB. I think it looks a bit weird with the RGB being at the front as well, just randomly one fan. But let me know what you think of it. Anyway, I hope you all have a good day, and I'll see you soon.